glucose broken down into pyruvates by phosphofructokinase using 2 adenosine, triphosphate, 2 hydrogen ions, and 2 molecules of water are also made from the rest of the glucose molecule. The 2 hydrogen ions are then added to the recycled NAD+ to make 2 NADH. The 4-ATP is made as a product of substrate level phosphorylation, making the net gained ATP2. I'm gonna do what? What's the little word? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh.
I definitely.
Then, during the link reaction, CO2 is released by exhalation as a waste product. Next, the NAD+ is reduced to NADH by moving the electron. And lastly, coenzyme A breaks down the pyruvate further into acetyl-CoA so that it can enter the Krebs cycle.
In the next stage of the Krebs cycle, in the next stage of cellular respiration, the Krebs cycle, acetyl-CoA enters the Krebs cycle. First, you breathe out 2 CO2 molecules. Then, 4 NAD is produced by adding H+ ions to NAD+. Then, with force from that energy and those electron carriers, phosphorus is added to ADP to make 1 ATP. Then, FAD is also combined with more hydrogen ions to become FADH2. Since there's 2 pyruvates, this cycle happens twice, making a total of 2 ATP, 8 NADH, and 2 FADH2.
No, yeah, so like as I was saying, right, the NADH and the FADH2 molecules from the products of the Krebs cycle shoot their electrons up, creating an H+ gradient where the H+ ions flow towards. This recycles the NADH and the FADH2 back to NAD+, and FAD to be used again later. Then, when the H+ ions get to the ATP synthase, they're pulled down by the O2 to create H2O molecules. Also, the energy that the O2 generates to pull the H+ ions down with pushes the P onto the ADP, resulting in ATP. Yeah? What are you talking about? There's no one in my class. What's that? Oh, you're curious on how alcoholic fermentation works. Allow me to elaborate. Fermentation occurs before the pyruvate enters the Krebs cycle, where there is no oxygen, where it is required for the Krebs cycle due to the absence of NAD and FAD. Without it, oxygen yeast converts its sugars into ethyl alcohol and CO2. You understand? Oh, dinner's here.
Hi, I'm Paul.